It's ironic, isn't it? In the age of the consumer being in control, at a time when we can easily avoid the interruption of unwanted advertising, we are opting in to be distracted on a monumental scale. We follow scores of blogs in a Google Reader. We scan and update our Twitter stream much of the day. We check Facebook, answer IM, and in between respond to an assault of emails, all by our own choosing. Being connected to digital devices most of our waking hours can be really overwhelming. At first it was just some games with some friends, but then became way more than that. It actually became a tool to gain power. But is this technology getting over our heads? The answer obviously yes. And really quickly it was appropriated by the institution because 500 million people were on it. So of course it was really tempting. And now let's see some numbers showing the increased use of the social network. It has been shown that social network wasn't beneficial at all for businesses, and that's because employees used it for personal matters only. And it became a real addiction, supported by new technologies that can be carried everywhere to do everything you want. You know how they say genius comes from in between little moments of boredom? Well, technology is killing in between. We don't just walk in contemplation anymore. We walk, talk, and type. We don't just drive. We drive, talk, and every time we stop the car, we check, tap, and reply. Red lights? No, not those red lights. These red lights have now become a sought-after opportunity to catch up on any communication that may have arrived since the last red light, 5 blocks away. Hyperconnectivity gives us the perception of getting more done. It makes us feel like we're doing more because we're using every free moment of every waking hour. Filling in the in-between, we say, lets us get so much more done. But that's wrong. The mind likes to wander. It's like a small puppy sniffing here and there, but you have to free him, let him go. Then there's room for creativity. But the multi-device hyper-connected customers that we've become have not realized the true cost of distractions. For example, a University of London study found that being always connected impacts your IQ equivalent to losing a night's sleep or taking up marijuana. This year, the second annual Wisdom 2.0 conference was launched. Among the speakers was Chris Sacca, a Twitter investor and advisor, and the proponent of the importance of taking planned breaks for the sake of doing more important work. John Kabat-Zinn, world-renowned teacher, laid a simple but obvious truth on us. This is not sustainable. In the same way that it is not healthy to eat giant portions of food with sugared sodas, we are seeing evidence of the hazards of becoming bloated with digital information. Attention is like any other natural resource that cannot be produced. It's limited. Studies by the psychologist Roy Baumeister show that each task you do makes you less effective at the next one. Studies have shown that office distraction eats more than 2 hours a day. Employees spend 11 minutes on a project before being distracted, and the interruption lasts 25 minutes before they get back to original task. If they do so. People switch activity every 3 minutes by calling, talking, reading. Distractions are frustrating and exhausting. It's not good to try to do everything at the same time. You know how is it? Having a great idea and not being able to remember it? Frustrating, right? Like an itch you can't scratch. Yeah, another distraction to manage. Some science fact now. 2 neurologists from the MIT have shown that lapses in attention impair performance when it activates a default network. It's like a zone that is activated when you're not doing that much. So how can we stay focused if it's not our fault? Well, we have a break-in system. It's like a dam. Not that kind of dam. More like this one. Yeah, a leaky beaver dam. And now a little game. If I tell you to read the words, easy, right? But now try to read the color in which every word is written. Way more difficult, right? That's because our break system is really weak. And that's why we get distracted a lot and really easily. And now back to the puppy. I'm a puppy. Ooh, a butterfly on my nose. I'll follow him. Sorry, were you saying something? So of course, marketing has to adapt. It has shifted from a paradigm of dictation to dialogue. And it has to be everywhere to get through to the consumer. I mean really, everywhere. And maybe develop a sort of inception strategy. In the past, when you were unhappy, you could exit the situation. Now, you can protest and voice your concern. With social relations, we usually give voice to displeasure, hoping to project influence on the situation. So now that marketers are facing new kind of targets, they have to find a new vocabulary for new strategies to make them happy. Thank you guys, and now just a little video to thank you for your attention. I hope you'll like it. Enjoy!
By now, you've probably heard about Google+, a new social networking platform. But there are already so many of those. That's why we've created Not Google+. Joining is simple. First, don't join Google+. Then once you've done that, don't invite your friends to join Google+. They'll all start not inviting their friends to join, and soon nobody will feel any need or desire to join Google+, and we can all get on with our lives. On Not Google+, you'll have fun not spending hours dividing your friends into circles, not having to update your stream, and not worrying about huddles and hangouts, or even learning what those words mean. In fact, Not Google+ has no learning curve at all. Everyone alive already has years of experience using it. You're an expert. Not Google+ provides the most privacy of any social platform. There's no mobile app to download. You won't have to worry about syncing it to Foursquare and Tumblr. You won't feel a compulsive, insecure need to refresh it, and it will never contribute to an irrational fear of missing out. Not Google+ accomplishes all of this simply by being, by definition, something that does not technically exist in the physical realm. No one has ever received 14 invitations to a one-woman show on a website that doesn't exist. Best of all, you're already a Not Google+ member. To continue your membership, simply continue not joining Google+. Eat a cantaloupe, clean your toilet, play tetherball with a small Portuguese child. As long as you're not joining Google+, you're enjoying the benefits of Not Google+. It's that easy. If you enjoyed our other products, definitely not Google Wave, and get the hell out of here with that Google Buzz thing, just stop. You, like us, understand that the biggest revolution in social networking would be for there to be no more revolutions in social networking. Not Google+, because enough already.